G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It's time for another G.I. Joe toy review. Today we will be looking at the 1986 Zarana and the variant, the earring Zarana. Zarana was released as a part of the fifth wave. She was on the shelves from 86 to 88 when she was discontinued domestically. So let's go ahead and take a look at Zarana. Alrighty, here they are. Zarana version 1 and arguably version 1.5. These two are so distinctly different. Bring those in just a bit closer. That it'd be safe to say that this is a second variant of Zarana. Now the earring version, I will go ahead and take a look at her first, remove her accessories. She came out first. Now, I haven't found much in my research about why they changed over to the second version. It's been said that, you know, she looked a little too rough, a little too mean, and they were wanting to soften her up a bit, so they changed up the head sculpt. But this is a rarer version of her, a little bit harder to get. Zarana did come with her backpack, which is the same for the other version. Backpack is sculpted all in red with some minor details. Now there's been a lot of theories going around about what this is sticking up out of the back. To me, it looks like a German potato masher grenade. Others have different theories. It's a flashlight or some sort of a weapon. But I'm going with the potato masher, just given dreadnoughts and their outdated or improvised weapons. This backpack is also sculpted with two standard grenades. It also has sculpted on pouches on the sides and on the bottom. Very nice sculpt. Now this is one of my more favorite dreadnought weapons. This is definitely very dreadnought-ish. It is a rifle. You can see the barrel on this side, so it is a functional rifle, but at the same time she has this cutting wheel on the front. This is a really cool weapon. She rivals Ripper when it, Ripper, Buzzer, sorry, when it comes to this, and she can even rival Ripper. You know, being Zartan's sister, she could do that. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at Zarana. She does have her mohawk. Her hair is slicked back on the sides. She does have earrings, which are painted in that notorious gold paint. She has her shoulder armor, just like Zartan and Xandar. She's wearing a torn blouse. Has a sculpted on pistol holster, which connects around to the back and to her belt. This blouse is quite dreadnoughtish as well, torn up a bit. I'd say more than a bit. She has these, looks like snakeskin gauntlets going up to the elbow pads with some spikes, wearing some red gloves. She does have a belt sculpted on to her jeans. On her right leg she has a dagger with painted in the notorious gold paint as well. And her jeans are dirty on this variant, which is pretty cool. She is wearing biker boots, or cowboy boots it looks more like. She also has some knee pads on and spurs. Okay, that's pretty cool. She's not the first dreadnought to show up with spurs. The knee pads are very nice. I like those. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and discuss the enigma on this. Her jeans are torn, and she has this pink cover on her leg. I don't know if these are some sort of a leotard underneath or spandex. I couldn't find anything in my research. If any of you have any idea, please let me know down in the comments. That will be fantastic. Because that has kind of bothered me throughout the years. So let's go ahead and take a look at the variant or second version. Her weapons are exactly the same. So there's no changing on that. This backpack to me looks a little bit darker. This one right here. The paint scheme is definitely a little darker, at least to my eyes. The head sculpt was changed. She was given a little more hair, a little more foofy. This one was from my childhood. Same paint design on her. Her jeans are not dirty on this side. One thing I did fail to point out was there's some sort of a padding on the inside of her pants. I would assume that would be for riding motorcycles, so she doesn't chafe the inside of her legs. I have ridden before, and haven't had my legs chafed, but you know, going up against brush and everything out here, it does tear up your pants a bit. You know, same molding, sculpting on her. Let's go ahead and take a look at her articulation. I haven't done this in a while, so figure why not. Her arms extend out to the side about so far, slightly hindered by the shoulder armor. Her arm does rotate around in 360 degrees, bends at the elbow 90 degrees. She does have that fantastic swivel arm battle grip. Her head is on a rocker joint, so it does go back and forth and does rotate slightly side to side. She has an O-ring in the middle, which holds her together. Her legs extend out to the front about so far and bend at the knees 90 degrees. And she does the splits fairly well. I intentionally did this in the sun because of the unique color change gimmick. It is still fairly early in the morning. I hope that the sun is bright enough to do this. Zarana on the right is starting to turn colors a little bit, as well as the one on the left. That is an awesome gimmick, and I'm glad it still works after all these years. So while we're waiting for her to change color, let me go ahead and take a look at the file card. Upper left hand corner, it says codename Zarana, Zartan's sister, no last name, so it's the Tan family in my opinion. Zarana is a professional assassin who gains access to her victims through skillful acting and masterful use of makeup and disguise, while her brother Zartan concentrates on purely physical aspects of disguise. Zarana works from the method actor's point of view to completely become the object of her impersonation, to think, feel, and react like the other person. She is an expert in small arms, explosives, and edged weapons. Like her two brothers, she also has the ability to change color. Bottom paragraph in quotations, it reads, quote, Zarana could have had a brilliant career as a on the professional stage if the evil in her nature hadn't been so strong. She throws tantrums, cuts ahead in lines, oh, heaven forbid, cutter, cutter, peanut butter, and never leaves a tip. That is just rotten. Don't leave a tip. She is terrible. She posed as an oral hygienist, okay, for 6 months on one assignment, armed only with the realist specialty coated dental floss to incapacitate her unwitting victims. She escaped dressed as a granny lady hobbling on a walker right past the cops into a cab. The cabbie remembered her. She didn't leave a tip. Oh, boo-hoo, end quote. No, boo-hoo wasn't in quotes. Just me being sarcastic, of course. Sorry about that. Bumped the camera. As we get to the shade here, still waiting for him to change color. The sun's still rising. So anyway, Zarana is fairly common on the aftermarket. Her original retail was $2.99. So if you're looking for her complete, she'll range anywhere from $10 incomplete, that means no accessories, no file card, all the way up to about $15 for the new head sculpt. If you're looking for the earring Zarana, she does fetch a premium. She's a little more rare. I've only seen auctions for her. I haven't seen her sell straight out. The auctions had a reserve of $9.99, and the price just shot up from there. There was I've tried for a long time to get her, and I finally obviously did win her. So if you are looking for her, be prepared to save your pennies, because she does come with a steep price. That's what I did. I budgeted specifically for that one. So anyway, guys, sorry a coyote came into the yard. Not real close, but close enough. Zarana is one of my favorite. I have a lot of favorites, so get used to it. She is definitely in my top 10 Cobra figures. She is definitely number 2 on my Dreadnoks. Number 1 is Monkey Wrench. When I review him, I'll get into that. The 1986 line for me was the best year for G.I. Joe. My very first 86 figure was Sci-Fi. I actually received him as a Christmas present, as a Secret Santa Christmas present in the 6th grade. Still remember the kid, Jason Claypool, gave him to me. So Jason, if you're watching, thank you again. I still have it. Never let that one go. It's a pretty cool figure. Others will arguably say that 1985 is the golden age of G.I. Joe, and I could see why, because that's when the rocker was put in their head, which was the second greatest thing that happened to G.I. Joe since they did the swivel arm battle grip. So 85, 86, definitely good years, but I prefer the 86 line. They started using a little more brighter colors. They gave us Xandar and Zarana, which was pretty cool. Added to Zartan's family, who is one of the more mysterious Cobra figures. I've always liked him as a kid, still do today. I wanted him really bad when I was little, but a little too steep for me at the time. I was still collecting Masters of the Universe and Star Wars, so my parents were saying, hey, you can't go nuts with all these toys, just one or the other kind of scenario. So let's go ahead and rate Zarana. As with her sculpt, I'll give her 10 out of 10. Her play factor, definitely 10 out of 10. She comes with that color change gimmick, which I would give an 11, but I have to rate it at a 10. Her articulation, I'll give her a 10 out of 10. And accessories, I'll give her a 10 out of 10 for a total of 40 out of a possible 40 points. She is definitely a top shelf figure for me. The reason why I set up, I'm buying time, see if the color change will come in. The reason why I set up the scoring factor is to help me to determine if they are top shelf. Anything 30 and above are top shelf for me. 30 to 15 middle, and 15 and lower our bottom shelf figures. So I'm taking a look at them. The sun isn't quite bright enough to change them. They do change a little bit slower. Of course, I move a little bit slower too with age. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly remind you about the charity drive that's still going on by Have to Battle Timmer, HCC 788, and myself. Go ahead and check out my video down in with the rest of my videos describing the charity. It will be ending December 4th. And December 5th is when I will be drawing for some prizes. I'm giving away a Hiss Driver version 1 and an Alley Viper. The battle's giving up some pretty cool toys, giving away a rare Tiger Force Psych Out, which was only released in Europe. HCC 788 is giving away a complete 1985 Cobra Eel. So definitely check those guys out. Head over to Timmer's channel to check him out. Have to Battle Timmer on YouTube for information on his charity drive. Submit your receipts or any proof of donation to my email. I have it listed at the bottom of the screen. And don't forget, next month for me is Fan Choice Month. Please get your submissions in for a toy request if you want to see one reviewed by the 24th of this month, of 2017, November. If I have it, I'll be glad to review it for you. Yeah, they're still not changing, so sorry about that, guys. This has been Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much to all my subscribers and all of you who tune in. Don't forget to give this a like, a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. That's cool. I have no problem with that. So you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.